Hey guys, what's up? It's Skylar. How are you? How's everybody doing? It's Super Bowl Sunday for those that are not in this country. Super Bowl, I'm sure you guys know about. It's football championship. What is it? Super Bowl? What? What number? I don't even know. I don't give a damn. That's my man's thing. I don't care about no football. Anyway, okay, so here we are going to go over our first. Let me pull up my note card. We're going to go over the 10 design tips. And this is going to be the first one. It's shift copy. So when you're setting up a dining room scene or aligning books on a shelf or plants and you want more than one copy, instead of rezzing over and over again, just take the original one if it is a copyable item. And how do you know if it's copyable? Well, you can go into edit mode, and if it's check marked copy, it is copyable. It's also in the description. In your inventory, it'll say no copy right next to it if it's a no copy item. But this item happens to be copies, so when we're dining with our friends and family, we obviously want the seats to be neat and aligned and looking and facing each other, correctly. So when I'm placing down chairs, dining chairs, I usually sit in them so I can make sure the avatar is the correct distance from the object that it's near, and this seems to be good. And what I did was I held down the shift button, I went into edit mode. So basically you go into you click on the chair, right click, edit, and now you see the axes, arrows. Okay, now you know you're in edit mode. You're going to hold down your shift button and click one of these arrows in the direction you want it to go, and it will make a copy of it. Now in this case, I want to do both of these chairs because I'm also going to be putting 2 chairs on the other side of this table. So I'm going to hold down my shift button, click on the other chair, move my camera over here. I'm going to hold down the shift again and drag, which one is the green? The Y axis over here. And then I obviously need to turn them around. I'm going to hold down the control button to get my rotation. Or you can click up here. I've never done it. Never. Like in the whole time I've been here, you can click rotate here also if you don't want to hold down the button. And snap it to the correct spot. And it is automatically aligned and facing each other. Okay, so the next design trick I'm going to show you is texture color change with the exact color. And what I mean by that is if you take a look at the walls directly in front of me, you see that they're like a steel blue, and I want my dining chairs to be the exact same color. So what do I do? Well, if they're already tinted, you could go into the texture tab and look. However, these aren't. This is actually part of the build that the person that designed this home put in here. So I'm not going to be able to get the hex code just by going into edit. So what do I need to do? Well, you go to imagecolorpicker.com right here. Okay, and I'll leave the link below. But before you do that, you're going to want to save a picture. I use Lightshot, but Lightshot is the same as Gaizo. Okay, so I'm just going to upload the color here, like so. So basically, I just took a screenshot of this picture and uploaded it to my desktop. Okay, and then I'm going to go to Color Picker Online and use my image and upload it right there, and here we go. You just have to click on the part that you want, and here is the RBG. and here's the hex, and this is what I want. I want the hex. You probably can't see it because it's so... Here, let me get up close. See? So you just click, you know, you use your mouse pointer to click on the part of the wall that you want, and it gives you the hex code right here. We're going to come back into SL. I'm going to click on the chair. Now you always want to select face. You don't want to just color the whole chair because there might be some wood or something funky that you don't want colored. So I'm always going to go into edit mode, select face, okay, and then I'm going to click on the face that I'm selecting, pull up the texture tab, and go to the hex. And I always do this in Firestorm. I never do this in Black Dragon, and Black Dragon does not give me an option to do a hex code. Now does it? Well, that's not fun. What is this? Can't do a hex code, huh? Oh, you could do a color picker from here, huh? Well, you learn something every day. Is that the right cut? Yep, that's it. No, I thought that this eyedropper did something. Maybe it does, and I don't know. But in Firestorm, you have a hex code. Here, you just have the RGB, which is fine, but then I have to go back and find out what the RGB is. So, fortunately, they do give the RBG, or is it RGB? That's red, green, blue, RGB. So this will be 129, 140, 152. Now, so I have duplicated the same color on the wall as I did the chair. Texture color change with exact color. On Firestorm, you can use the hex code. On Black Dragon, I believe you can only use the RGB. I might be wrong, but that's what I've seen. Either one works, and these are the results. They may vary a little bit from the shadowing on the actual mesh or the original texture, but overall it will give you pretty exact colors. Okay everyone, for this next segment I had to get on Firestorm. That's how I work on Firestorm, so it just makes it a little bit easier for me to demonstrate this next tip. This is precise alignment of items. So here's some spices that I bought, and each one of them are different. Therefore, copy shift is not going to work, you know, making copies, because they're all different. So what you're going to have to do in order to precisely align them is go ahead and take your first one and align it correctly. I mean, there's probably 10 different ways to do this. This is how I do it. Is it the right way? For me it is, and I'm sharing it with you. If you have a different way of doing it that's fast and more intuitive to you, then by all means. But, you know, let me just share something that people may not know. So anyway, the very first object I put here in the cabinet, and what you're going to want to do after you place it exactly where you want it is you're going to want to hit copy or the C button. I wish I could make this bigger for you. It's under the position. You're going to want to hit the copy, which is the C, under position, skip size, and copy the rotation. Okay, and once you have that copied, you can go to the ones that you have resed and just hit the first P. There's going to be 2 P's. You can hit the first P on position and rotation. And then you just use your red arrow key, your red axis, which is the X, and move it over slightly. And you just rinse and repeat. And then your things will be aligned. Alright guys, back to the spices, back to the kitchen. This tip is helping lower your prim count. Now, especially if you own a Linden Lab home or a small piece of land and you like a lot of clutter, well, you obviously got to watch your prim count. So, here's a little trick that you can use to help with that. Now, if you take a look at all these spices here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they take up 8 land impact. Now, what I did was I just held down the shift button and left clicked all of them to grab them all at one time. And once you have them all selected, if you hit the link button under the just in the edit tab, I just reduced the prim count from 8 to 4, so half the amount of prims that it was before. Now, with that being said, it is a linked prim now, so it moves all on its own. So if you want to just finally tune one of them, because it's like, for instance, this right here is stuck in the cabinet here, I can either unlink them or I can edit linked parts. Okay, and just click on the one that I want to move and move it over to where I need it. But you also have to remember that some items have several parts to them. So if you unlink an item, you might be stuck in a situation that you don't like. Let's see if this item has a bunch of linked things. Unlink. Okay, yep. So I unlinked this, and because I did, now this is by itself, and this is also by itself. So just remember that if you have to edit linked parts because you need to move one thing, make sure you know exactly what it is that you're moving. And you know what? Let's say you move this and then realize, oh my god, that's going to look weird. I thought it was just a basket. Just hit the Control-Z button, it'll put it right back. So you're not going to break anything, right? Well, I take that back. Do not, and again I repeat, do not link objects that have animations or scripts in them. Okay, so I am not going to link my coffee pot to anything because it gives me coffee. I am not going to link my little sound system because it gives me a sound of some situation. Now these things here I could totally link if they were separate because they don't do anything for me. I mean, yeah, there's colors in it and stuff like that, but other than that, if I already have the color set and I know it's a copyable item, why not link it? But because I'm always going to be sitting in a chair, you know, and changing the animations, I'm not going to link these 4 chairs together. However, I would link maybe the candles. I wouldn't link the cake because it does give me cake. The plates are not interactive, so that means when you click them, they don't give you food, so they're also linkable. Right now, if I grab all these plates, they are 8 land impact. If I link them, they go down to 6. Every once in a blue moon, you will link products and they will go up, but very rarely. So, and don't ask me why, I have no clue. But most of the time they do go down. And I mean, after I'm done with a design product, if me and Izzy do a 6-bedroom home, let's hypothetically say we use 1,200 prims. By the time we are done linking all of our decor that we're allowed to link, it could go down as dramatically as 700, so we save ourselves 300 prims. Also, it's very, very necessary to do in landscaping as well. But don't forget, you can also do it in decor. Alrighty, the next step that I'm going to show you is lighting in visible prim. Some of you may know about this, some of you don't. But let's just say, you have the perfect ambiance. It's midnight at your sim, and your lighting is just not radiating the precise lighting that you are looking for in the atmosphere that you're going after. So it's a really simple fix. What you're going to do is create a prim. Okay. And then you're going to go under the feature tab and click on the light box. And now we have some light in here. And you see it changes the way this room looks completely. See, this is without the light, and that is with the light. And then if you like it just like it is, you just go to the texture and make it 100% transparent, and nobody will know it's there. There's a few other things that you can do under the lighting tab. You can change the color of the light by clicking on the little white box next to light, and you'll get the color picker. And then you can change it to, a different color of your choice. You can also change the intensity of the color, the radius in which the light is being forecast, and the fall off. So there's a lot of different settings that you can play with to get the exact lighting that you're looking for in your scene, your home, or your environment. Alrighty folks, this next tip is pretty quick and easy, but essential to share. Have you ever bought an item and seen like a bunch of boxes within one item? That means that it's soft linked. That means there's several prims put together. How you soft link, I don't know. I know Selena Troy, another YouTuber, had put a tutorial on how to do it. I'm sure if I research I'll figure it out. I don't know how to do it, but I do know how to deal with it. So in the business I'm in, I don't need to make soft link products. I just need to know how to res them correctly and place them correctly. So when you are dealing with soft link, and I think even regular prims that are by themselves, try to stay in edit mode. The way I go into edit mode is I create a prim because I'm already going to need one down, and that is another tip. So there's 2 tips in this segment. Always res a prim when you are resing objects from your inventory, and res them onto the prim, because sometimes they get lost or they don't get resed correctly, or they're somewhere far away. It's just really weird. If you res a prim, you can alleviate those problems. So when I res a prim, I'm automatically in edit mode, and that's the way I get into edit mode. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, okay, right now I'm not in edit mode. Okay, and if I want to get into edit mode, I right click the ground, I hit create, and I make a prim, and I'm automatically in edit mode. I think there's a different way you can do it too. I think it's Control E. Let's see, build. Yeah, I don't know, because I've always just done it like this. So that's the way I'm going to teach you how to do it. Create a prim, which you're going to need anyway. And while your cursor has a little plus sign on it, you know you're in edit mode, you're going to grab the soft linked product, res it directly onto the prim, and just wait. Don't move your cursor or anything, just let it come into world. Now, because you are in edit mode, this entire item is linked. Therefore, you can move it in its entirety. If you want to rotate it, I'm hitting down the control button to get my rotation wheel. I'm holding nothing and I'm moving it back and forth. Again, you can rotate by clicking rotate on the edit tab. And you can even cam around to look at it while you still have it completely highlighted. And it's just an easier way to move your items if need be. And I'll show you the difference really quickly. So let's just say you're not in edit mode, and you can also delete it all at one time too, which I just did. Okay, let's just say you're not in edit mode and you res this, right? Okay, I just resed it. Now, when I edit, I'm just grabbing one piece at a time. And, I mean, you can grab it all, you know, if you have some technique behind you. I said technique as if this is rocket science, right? You could grab it all by, you know, maybe doing the highlight thing, but then you're going to highlight the background, and then, you know, it's just a pain to just grab everything. Or you could be old school, you know, and just grab everything one at a time until you have it all by holding down the shift and left clicking. But why do all of that when you could just originally be in edit mode and have it already. See, I'm in edit mode because I got the plus sign. If you're already in edit mode, now I already have it. I'm holding it. I can rotate it all. I can move it all. And that's that. Okay guys, you knew I was going to save the best for last, and this is probably one of my most valuable decor tips that I can share with you. Making custom flower arrangements, place settings, and furniture. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the flowers, but you can apply this and let your imagination go wild on different things. I've done chairs, I've done sofas, I've done place settings, but this is what's going to set your furniture apart from anybody else's on the grid without obviously being a thief, or without being you know, when I say a thief, like a copy bot or manipulating the mesh, which you should never do, and not by having to actually build or mesh yourself. So I have a plant here from Applefall, and I have another plant here from Applefall. Okay, they don't necessarily have to be from the same creator, but they do have to be modifiable. Okay, that is the number one thing. If they're not modifiable, this will not work. Okay, so what I am trying to achieve with these two plants is this look right here. Okay, because if you like a particular flower but you don't like the vase, but you like the vase in another flower, then this is how you do this little trick. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You probably guessed on how to do it already. But what you're going to do here is you're going to edit link parts. Okay, that's very important, and hopefully the vase is separate from the flowers. If it's not, then it's not going to work, but most of the time it is, and you can tell by clicking the flower and the vase to see if they're separated. If they are, go ahead to the part that you do not like. In this case, it would be the vase, and I do like the vase. I just don't like it for the arrangement that I have in mind. Okay, so you're going to click on the vase, you're going to go to texture, and you're going to bring it up to 100 transparency, and now we don't have the vase anymore. Here is the flowers that we want to get rid of. These may be a little trickier, but we'll see. Again, we're going to go into edit link parts. We're just going to grab the flowers. If you want to keep the leaves, you can. If not, you can also hold down your shift button and select the leaves. Okay, and in this case I did. I'm going to make the transparency 100. Oh, see, the leaves are part of the vase, so let me back that up and just grab the flowers here. Okay, did I get them? Alright, now there are some leaves in here that I probably don't want, so I'm going to use my camera and try to find the things that I don't want to show, which are probably going to be these. Oh, see, that's already 100, so I gotta find these leaves. I thought these leaves were part of the base. Oh no, they're not. Okay, see, so you just gotta play around with it and zoom in and try to catch the stuff that you don't want. And I believe that is the stalk of the plant. Yep. Now that I have everything gone and well, it's not gone, it's just transparent. If you hold down the Control Alt T, you can see the transparent items. And you hit it again to get rid of it. And now all I have to do is move this arrangement into this vase and align it. Maybe have to resize it a little bit, make it bigger, make it smaller. And the way you do that is you hold down the Control and the Shift button, and then you get the binding boxes, which are really hard to see because it's a white background, but I see them. There's one right here, and you can make it bigger, smaller. And you can do the same thing with place settings. If you see here, you can edit link part, select face, grab just the fork, make it 100% transparent. You can either grab the shadow and do the same thing, or leave the shadow there and just place a fork directly over the shadow so it doesn't show. But you can customize your place settings. You can also customize furniture. I don't know if I have an example of furniture in here. Let's pan over here. Let's just say you don't like these pillows. You know, and you don't like the textures that come with the pillows. You can probably edit link, not probably, I'm saying probably because I don't know if this is modifiable, and it is. Edit link parts, just the pillow, texture it, 100 transparency, it is gone. You still have a shadow, so I would recommend you placing a pillow above the shadow, and then you can put the pillow of your choice there. But yeah, that is it. That concludes this video. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys today. If there's anything in the video that you have any questions about, where I got it from, I'm pretty good about responding. Just hit me up in world@SkylarGregory or on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.